All right, welcome to the conduction lab, a very simple way to show students how heat is transferred through conduction using different materials. So they will explore these two questions: how does conduction transfer heat, and what materials or material makes the best conductor? So this is just the slideshow that I'm showing you. This slide is editable for jobs. You can give students jobs. This slide is also editable. So I want to go over the materials really quick. And I have an Amazon list included so that you can get things easier. So they need a beaker, they need really hot water. I like to use those electric tea kettles to heat my water in the classroom. They'll need different types of materials. So we have a plastic spoon, a metal spoon, a wooden craft stick, and a copper piece. So the copper rod I got from Amazon, and I highly recommend using one of these because this is what's going to make the lab actually work to show conduction happening very quickly. And then for your material that you're going to use to show it, you can use shortening. That's what I use in the classroom because then it lasts for a long time. I have the same container for 2 years now. You can also use butter or probably wax. I haven't tried wax yet. In the video that you'll see, in this video, you'll see me use butter. And then you can also use a timer and have students time how long it takes for this to take place. So I usually go over the procedure first so they know what their hypothesis is going to be like based on, and then they write it out on their lab sheet. This is the procedure and we're going to do the video of it now. So let's go ahead and watch the video.
All right, so here are the materials to show conduction. Just a really simple way to do it. We have really hot water. I have butter in here, and then I have different types of materials that are sitting in the beaker. We have a metal spoon, plastic spoon, wooden craft stick, and a copper rod. So what you're gonna do is, you can do this in any order, but basically students are gonna put like a little bit of butter or whatever material you're using on the tips of the material, and then put them into the beaker like that. I'm trying to do it so we can see it. Okay, so something like that. Then you're gonna add the hot water, really hot water. So pour that in. And then you can time to see how long it takes for the heat to transfer for conduction to occur. So then you just observe. All right, notice the movement on the copper. So students would be timing this to say like how long it took for this to happen. So this is, they'll see conduction taking place there. And you can wait longer to see if the other materials, if the same thing happens, like maybe with the metal spoon. For us, it's usually just the copper that transfers the heat the fastest, and we usually stop at that point and then observe the rest and write down our data and all of that stuff. So you could continue observing, but this is just the basic part of the conduction lab. And so basically the hot water transferred heat to the copper, which melted the butter and made it slide down into the beaker.
All right, so then students should have collected their data at this point after they observe the material sliding down the piece of copper. So on their lab sheet, I meant to show you this earlier, but here there's two options. So they can either use the table that's already included. It's editable where you type in the materials you're using just in case you have something slightly different. And they can also make their own table. So you'll see that there. Then they'll analyze the questions and explain how heat is transferred from the water to the shortening. And that's it. The cleanup slide is editable also for you. When it's time to really clean up, I would soak the beakers and the copper in really hot water, soapy water. And that is it.